This is a classic test question. You should pause the video, definitely give this a go. All right, this is such a classic question because keystone questions are challenging a lot of times simply because of the way they're worded. So if you read this question, it is asking about what causes or what allows the phospholipids to act as a barrier. All right, so we emphasize, you know the answer to this, like the phospholipid there, it's the tails. It's the tails that act as a barrier. All right, and the reason it is because the tails are nonpolar. All right, they are hydrophobic. They don't have charges. They don't have charges. So, what makes this question so challenging is not asking about the property of phospholipids, it's asking about the properties of water. All right, that makes it challenging. All right, so we're like conditioned to look for nonpolar, fatty acid tails, barrier, all those things go together. But here it's talking about water. All right, so why does the phospholipid act as a barrier to water? Well, water, property of water, number one answer is water's polar. All right, so that's your answer A. Let's go down here. Here's a better image. Here's your cell membrane. It goes all around the cell. All right, you have the inside of the cell there and outside of the cell. Now, you zoom in, take a closer look at one of these, and you get this a little more detailed picture of what a phospholipid looks like. All right, but again, it is the tails that are nonpolar. And because they're nonpolar, they hate things that have charges. All right, no charges here, and charges here. That's a water molecule with charges. The pluses next to the hydrogens and the minus, the negative signs next to the oxygen. All right, so all inside the cell you have water molecules and they're bouncing off the tails because the tails are again non-polar. You have water molecules, of course, outside the cell too, and they're bouncing off the outside, and that's what makes this a barrier to water. All right, water bounces off the tails, Okay, time to get some extra credit. We've done 4 videos already. First one, to draw a phospholipid. All right, label the tail non-polar. That's all you got to draw. All right, draw a water molecule. Doesn't have to be in this facing direction. All right, put the charges there and label that water molecule. What do you think? Label it what? Label it polar. All right, label both of those. Send it to me. First one gets 5 extra